All right. We're back. Let's go back to Wyndham Village and keep exploring there because there's a lot of interesting stuff here. And some of it is going to help us do some things that we've been struggling with a little bit. I'm so excited that we just got that spore resistance. That's huge. Okay, Grendel's Head is the pub, and we definitely need to go there at some point. But first, let's go here to Village Hall. We've never been here.
Keep your nose clean.
It's always the buggers with the guns who get to say what's what, even if they're full of protocol.
Nip this in the bud. Protocol. We need to deal with June at the tea room. She's smart, keeps her secrets well buried. But there's the stench of corruption about her. She's got history that she's not telling us, I'm sure of it. Best to nip this in the bud. If asked, it's the standard sterilization protocol that we've taken June to the detention facility. Don't let anyone inside the tea room once you sterilized it. And bring back anything you find of hers back here. Wonder if we've met June when we were at the June's lockbox requires June's key. Protocol. Oh wow, we have 2 different keys here.
Well, a new face. Good day.
Ah,
Forgive me if
Captain
I'm
Grant
less than
Sims.
cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, where have you come from?
I'm just a wanderer.
If you've wandered out there and survived, then you're doing better than most. But I'm sure there's more to you than that, eh? In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol.
Yes, I've gathered that much.
You are permitted to move freely through the village. For now, at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill.
Okay.
I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would
Edgar,
hope a
stop
stranger like
licking your
you
paw.
can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place.
Okay.
If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome.
I see.
But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Okay.
So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know?
My memories are gone.
Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways.
sort
The
of risk?
civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. Oh, and another thing.
New lead found.
I've just had a runner tell me of some commotion at the prison. Our radio's currently out of commission, so I don't have the full gen yet. But if you encounter a scientist, Dr. Garrow, you should beware.
Uh-huh.
I take no pleasure in ordering the death of a woman, but she's a threat to everyone in the zone. If you see her, I strongly advise you to kill her instantly. No talk, no moments of mercy. Fire and be done. Yes, what is it?
I have something to report.
Good Lord. You mean to say
right.
he's in league with
We'll
those
give in a little
masked
bit just to get some info
maniacs?
from him.
An adder in our midst. I'll send someone over immediately. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me.
Lead resolved.
It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads.
All right. Are we lawful? Are we pragmatic? Are we blunt?
Straight to the point.
Yes.
Very
What can
good.
protocol do for me?
I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you access to our camp at Skethermoor.
Ah.
With us on the same side, if a chance for leaving this zone comes, I can promise you a good chance of seeing the outside. But before that, there's another matter in which I'd appreciate your
So
assistance.
he's another potential can get us
Seems
out of
some
here.
of the villagers are unhappy with our recent enforcements of martial law and have allied themselves with the savages in the woods. The swine broke in here and stole several items. Most importantly, part of our radio set. Reparations for injustice, they called it. I have no doubt that they intend to make a gift of them to those so-called druids as some sort of offering. That shower of feeble-witted maniacs thinks that anything scientific must be returned to the soil.
As if radios are
As if
some sort of
radios
root
are
vegetable.
Some form of root vegetable, apparently. But what they took is critical and highly sensitive. Yes, that's the ticket. Listen, I have an escape plan. You've helped me, and I'm willing to reciprocate it by bringing you along when we leave.
Okay.
But it's all for nothing if we don't have the radio to send a signal requesting extraction. Once the interference field is cleared. If these druids have our radio equipment, I can make a good educated guess as to where they'll have salted it away. I'll mark the spot on your map for you.
Interesting.
I cannot emphasize how vital repairing our radio is. Anything else you find there? Well, that can remain buried as far as I'm concerned.
New lead found. The Speaking Cave in Casterfell Woods.
Recover the radio parts first. Then we'll talk about the plan.
Okay.
Yes, what is it? Good day to you. Stay out of trouble, eh?
Okay, so we've reported one person to him. Oh, full first aid kit? Yes, please. Oh my god, there's paper towels here. Nice. We now know how to make burn salve. Amazing. Oh my god, there's so much cloth here. Alright, if we ever need more cloth,
Should open their bloody eyes.
we can come right back here.
Trouble's all we've got.
We are full up on health, and we're full up on cloth. There's a full bandage here as well. Slice of cake, tea. Report, the interference field. Report, May 7th of 1960. Unless that's 7th of July, 7th of May, or 5th of July. The scientists we recovered from the remains of Convoy 3 has proven less helpful than hoped. Under questioning, we have at least discovered that the external consensus is that the so-called interference field that surrounds the zone has proved impossible to neutralize so far. Furthermore, it is not a dome, but extends upwards as a hollow column as high as can be tested. Radio signals cannot penetrate it, and it disrupts electric systems, disastrously so for aircraft. We have seen,
We'd be able to get along all right left to ourselves. We're up to our armpits in soldiers and
the fallen helicopters. God, if we ever need to heal up, we'll just come right back here. The villager. Transmission log. Negative, negative, negative. Okay. Well, Wyndham Village. Alright, that was very interesting. So now there's potentially even more characters that can get us out of the zone. There's Dr. what is it? Heron? Dr. Holder. And then there's now this guy. Might help me escape as well. I'm guessing that this guy will also present us with the he might help us escape option. So that's 6 potential people who might help us escape. Alright, let's go back into Grendel's head and talk to the barkeep because we had a quest for him.
Welcome back.
I have the message from Nora.
I appreciate this. I'm glad you found Nora. She can be a bit of a knout, but she's a lifeline for us in the village. I don't know what we'd do without her.
I'd like to trade. So you've got alcohol and a bunch of tea.
See you around.
Nothing particularly useful. Right, well, lead resolved. I don't know if that's going to be useful for anything, but lead resolved.
I'll finish my book today, I think.
Okay, so I can smash the
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
The gnomes. That's good to know. Alright, so, map. So here's the interchange entrance. There's Grendel's Head, there's the village hall. There's the entrance to Skethermoor. And, let's see, Meriview Hotel. Yeah, we've already kind of been over there. There really was not much we could do. So maybe we go and explore this area before going down this kind of main drag. Kind of go over here towards the Skethermoor entrance. And then we'll we'll see. Of course, there's something buried at the playground. Or it's actually here. Another lunchbox. Wow, that's a lot of good stuff. Full first aid kit, huh? Right. We already know how to make explosive lures, I think. Yeah, so we don't need that. Wyndham Garage, huh?
Don't be causing trouble, alright?
Okay. Garage. Bakery bedroom key. To call him a monster. Tina, I've been thinking about what you said. Your words were vicious, but I won't return the favor. Instead, I'm writing to beg you for compassion. My poor Philip isn't himself, it's true, but I know he's no danger to anyone. I know how the illness looks, but to call him a monster, to claim he attacked you, I won't believe it. He's been nothing but a loving husband to me. Don't listen to the protocol and their poison. Please don't tell anyone about Philip. You know what they would do to him and the bakery. Iris. Alright.
I see you.
St. Catherine's Church flyer.
Stay sharp. Don't want any more surprises.
Water string potatoes, huh? Okay. There's a note down here. Sniffing around the substation. Philip was talking about the government bunkers today. Couldn't stop the man. He had to look. He had that look in his eye. He said he found one of the boffins called the He found the one Said he found one the Boffins called the Interchange, that it's hidden behind the substation that the captain doesn't like us to sniff around. If I know Philip sniffing around is exactly what he'll be doing. Yeah, that's not that helpful because we already knew that that was there, but good to know.
Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
Oh my god. Just random ass bandages sitting around. Random ass bandage just sitting around there.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family should
There's so much, like, so much stuff here.
report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
There's a gnome in here. Can I shoot it with an arrow? I don't want to make noise.
Citizens of Wyndham,
Poison and slice of cake, huh?
outlaw activity on Slattendale. Avoid Slattendale.
Full up on scraps now.
Is once again declared safe.
Okay. Okay, and then this should be the Skethermoor entrance to Wyndham.
I see you over there.
I know what you're talking about. I'm right here. Everything's fine, just fine. The bakery, rumored location. Yeah, it's interesting that the game doesn't, like, make it very clear that the village is non-hostile. Script fragment 2. Oh, nice. Part of the radio script that they were planning on making.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
A lot of these buildings we can't really go into. It's fine, we obviously don't have to go into every building. But yeah, Wyndham seemed like maybe it would be too too difficult of a location, because my first exposure to it was from Casterfell, and I came in and saw all of the rats, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I can't deal with this yet. And then you get, you know, all the other entrances are surrounded by guards, and it's not immediately clear that they're not going to shoot you. So that is something of interest over here.
Keep your nose clean.
Yeah, that's something of interest. Probably restricted. I do wonder if, I keep wanting to say Ivan, but I don't think that's his name. Mill Grounds, okay. But you know, the guy we met in the bunker in Skethermoor, I do wonder if
Hands away from any weapons, you.
he also would be a potential escape route if Dr. Tanner hadn't killed him. Notice, for your own safety, do not leave the Wyndham defense position. Terrible dangers surround the village, and the army cannot protect you if you travel into uncontrolled areas. For your own sake and the sake of your friends and families, stay within the defensive perimeter. Do not follow the corrupted into the woods.
Not sure I like the look of you.
It seems like far too big of a location to not have, like, anything going on other than a few items out and about, but maybe it is. I do think over here okay, this is not trespassing. Sticky bomb? Okay. Maybe that isn't anything. Interesting that that has an unlock and open pass through. But nothing else really in there. Gun oil, pistol ammo. That's all good to have. Rifle ammo, shotgun ammo. Yes, please. Pistol ammo. Love it. Another full bandage here. Jeez. Yeah, there's quite a lot of resources here. I saw soldiers arrest Dr. Garrow. That knows the scientist. They taken her up to the protocol camp in Skethermoor. That must be where they got that prison. Apparently she had some strange device that she was using to get past their turrets and security locks. If we could get our hands on it, who knows what we could have access to. Yeah, so we've already dealt with Dr. Garrow. And she hates us now. Ooh. Hang on. Protocol secrets. Bearing this so that whoever digs it up might dig up the truth too, and because it's too dangerous for me to know anymore. Here's what I know of the protocol. We shouldn't be alive. Whatever disaster happened here, the protocol should have buried us all along with it. There was more to the atom plant than they told us. They meddled with the earth and understood not. There was a safe room for only the most important Bard employees to free to if the protocol was enacted. I don't know who these people were, and after all these years I still don't know if anyone is still there, but I know where it is. Scribbled map to a bunker in Skethermoor. Okay, but we've already been to the bunker. June's diary. When I met Francis, it was just after he'd gotten his promotion. He was an assistant technician in the lab that was making the robots. We had no idea those buggers existed at the time, of course. The scientists weren't really supposed to mix with us a lot in the village. He told me an awful lot more than he should have in the year we shared together. He'd started to learn things working under that Garrow woman in the lab. They troubled him, so I listened. I'm not sure where he was when it happened. In his lab, most likely. I just hope it was quick for him, for all of them. Us in the village weren't so lucky. I should probably regret having aught to do with him and his government secrets. But do I hell? Interesting. The boathouse. Cool, so we've kind of gone down here. We're really making progress exploring this place.
Spotted you.
Bugger this!
I didn't know that was restricted.
That's a bloody relief.
I didn't know that was trespassing, I'm sorry.
Is that it? Did I scare him off?
More tea. I believe the tea is just like single-use health restoration.
Do as you're told, right?
Can I not go into the boathouse? No, it doesn't even have a locked prompt or anything. Water. Slice of cake just sitting out here. Just where I want my cake to be sitting on the side of a fucking dock. Out in the open without a cover on it or anything. Now I'm curious what's up there. If anything. Feels like it's got to be something, right? Otherwise they wouldn't make it trespassing.
Behave yourself, Sibby.
Sure.
I see you.
No, you don't. Also, there's literally nothing up here.
Son mother, trying to keep up with me. Are they gone? Must have spooked them. Aha! Ugly thing, aren't you? Oh God! Drive the horde!
Heads up! Bombs out!
Didn't mean to bother you all.
Game's up for you, mate.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Let's be civilized about this. Hands away. Don't be a fool. Stand down.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Watch your step.
You've had it.
fuck, I've like alerted the whole place. Oh, now I'm trespassing. Okay, that's a protocol outpost. Shit. Alright, alright. Here's the question. Where did it auto-save me? Y'all okay with me now? Yeah, nothing happened. Got it, so this here.
There you are. Wish the CO would just let me show him what I can do. We're getting nothing done here.
Yeah, this must be the protocol outpost, and this is a restricted area here. Okay, there's a little garden here.
Do as you're told, right?
Up to us. Fragment of a script. Got it. Oh no, hang on. Ticket to getting out of the zone is finding out what happened at yon plant. I'm buggered if I have any idea, and I bet you don't. Tell you what, I bet the Proteas don't know either. Colonel Blimp's just full of hot air, ignorant as the rest of us. I think they're as happy as sandboys, playing cock off the walk and don't want to find out. It's up to us. Interesting.
Behave yourself, Civvy.
Citizens of Wyndham, there has been an increase in outdoor activity on
Okay, Protocol Outpost is now on the map. I'm really curious what's in there, but I'm also wondering if... Village Green, okay. Yeah.
There you are. Steady now, no sudden moves. Sure it came from this way. Best
Water.
keep a lookout, just in case.
June's Key. Oh. This is the little tea room, presumably.
There you are. Keep it tight, squad. You can't hide from me. You'll die here.
What? What? Okay, well, I got June's key. Hopefully I still got June's key. Okay, I did. I'm right here. Let's get out. Yeah. Now we're not trespassing. Hi. Seized. So this must have been the, like, yeah, the little tea room. Got it. So now we have key to one of the chests in the, like the town hall thing.
Citizens of
Script fragment 1.
the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
Alright, let's... Alright, let's take a look at some of these places. Wyndham Hardware. Village Shop. I think we already turned in the shopkeep. Alright. Didn't, yeah? Okay, I think that's everybody. Okay, so we already have the highest level Peerless SMG, so we don't need to worry about taking that. SMG ammo, love that for me. Alright. Let's see what's back here. Hopefully there's not any long-term consequences of us taking those guys out, but I did it stealthily, so... The rubbish they transmit. Morris, don't bother trying to build that crystal set. As if the army boys strutting around the village wasn't enough, you'll just end up hearing the rubbish they transmit inside the zone. They say it's for morale, but it's tantamount to torture. My god, but I missed the BBC Light program. I wish I was joking about this, but they transmit their own special version of Dick Barton Special Agent, except it's called Jack Logan. It's the worst thing to trouble the airwaves since Lord Ha-Ha. That really all that we found in here? Oh, hang on. Shop back door key. But now we're outside again. So...
Addressing civilian! Stand back, citizen!
Okay, so that was a pretty useless little building.
Oh, who are you?
Hi, Iris. Don't mind me, I just want to look around a tiny bit. Requires unknown key to get out the back door. Interesting sounds in here. Oh, bakery bedroom key we had. The baker's husband is dead.
What have you done, you monster? You asked for...
Iris is dead. Okay, well, you attacked me first. Consumables manual. Learn. I already have learned that. Well, that's too bad. Bakery backdoor key. But they attacked me first, so I'm not too mad about it. Look after the bakery. Iris, of course I can look after the bakery for a spell. I'll bring some broth over here for Philo, too. A hearty meal is always the best medicine. Come by the garage in the morning and I can collect the keys from you. I won't dare ask what you have to do in Casterfell, just make sure that the soldiers don't spot you. Well, Iris is dead. Bakery backdoor key. We're making choices without even making choices. Since she's dead, I might just report that to what's his name, the captain. Just to try to get on his good side.
Toe the line, you.
It must be down here. Yeah, down here. Just to get on his good side and try. And that radiation resistance, okay. Seems like there's no way to get through this game without making some number of enemies, you know? Dr. Tanner and Dr. Garrow want explicitly different things.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
Seems like Skethermoor, Ilya. Seems like Ilya and Dr. Tanner maybe have past history that we don't know about. And they may be, like, completely opposed to one another. There's a first aid kit in here. Let's consume the combat stim and take the first aid kit. I'm not leaving a first aid kit behind when I can craft combat stims. You know.
Let's have no trouble. Right.
But I can't craft first aid kits. Okay, there doesn't seem to really be anything here. We're almost done exploring Wyndham. We just have to resolve a few little leads.
Watch yourself, Civvy.
Okay.
Not sure I like the look of it.
Yeah, I think that's really everything.
A stranger, eh?
Let me talk
Be able
to...
to get along all right left to ourselves.
Yeah, this is the village hall. Let's go back and talk to him, and we'll just tell him that, what's her name is dead.
We desperately need that radio. Without it, we'll be stranded here. Yes, what is it? Infected? You mean to say contaminated by that vile blue muck? And she would keep him hidden and endanger the whole village? Good Lord. A grisly situation. Thank you for dealing with it. Who knows what damage he might have caused had he escaped. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline?
New finding?
I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English here.
I've heard this dialogue before, sir.
Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads. Straight to the point. I'm willing to extend with us. It's the swap. I have that. But if I may be frank, they may not be in you, on the other hand. And should the druids capture you, well, they'll see that you're not from the village. Listen,
Okay, yeah.
X. Good day to you.
So, seems like as long as you report one thing to him, you'll get his cooperation, or his quest, basically. So you don't have to report more stuff to him than one. Okay, so...
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption, report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant.
Okay.
Be safe.
Kind of want to check back at... at Skethermoor? Skethermoor? I want to check the spot that he wants me to find a message from his friend Alf, and then also see if I can find and I also want to check back at the bunker that Ilya was sitting in, was squatting in, to see if I can if he left anything before he went and got himself deaded. I can collect some of these spores now. The leeches. So yeah, we'll go back to Skethermoor just briefly to check on those two things. And then I think the next thing we're going to do is the interchange, and we're going to go dive into the medical zone. And try to fix the... Okay, where are we? We're here. So, here's where Ilya was. Because the medical zone will get us in theory, the last thing we need for Mother Jago, and it'll get us the thing we need for, I can never remember his name. The one that we just met in Wyndham, under the church. So that'll resolve 2 threads. Or at least it'll move forward 2 different threads. And it's kind of the last area in the interchange we haven't explored, other than literally Oberon. Which is, in theory, the end game, you know. Okay. So, let's see what's down here. Or if Ilya left anything down here. I shall not leave here. Okay, we already got that, then. I'll eat this. I cannot take you with me. Stranger, you gave me assistance, and for that I am grateful. But in this evil place, I can only trust those I know. My radio has picked up one spark of hope within the zone. I must go to it. Do not try to follow. I cannot take you with me. Kozlov. He has disappeared. We know where he is, because he's dead. So he repaired his radio. With it, he picked up contact made a inside zone underground facility. He made contact with Dr. Joyce Tanner. And left presumably to go meet her. And she killed him. So that puts into suspicion her whole story of, I didn't know who he was, he just came at me. It almost sounds like she lured him there and killed him. Alright, the greenhouses should be up here, and this is where Alf's contact was supposed to be. Been through there. Oh, they're down here. Yeah. A little further. Alright.
Let's take this nice. Don't do anything stupid, you.
Come on, you fighting for your life.
Need to read.
Let's see how you like this.
Don't fuck with me, fellas. Hope y'all have some pistol ammo on you. I've not seen anyone else carry this shotgun that I have. rifle ammo, pistol ammo, pistol ammo, rifle ammo. Alright. Used up a, like, we netted -1 pistol ammo, but gained some rifle ammo for that, so not the end of the world. But, yeah, further down still. Yeah, I haven't seen anyone else carrying this shotgun that I have, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, hi. We missed something. Oh my god, a bird swarm. Okay. Another lunchbox. Battler Britain. Nothing useful. Okay. Alright, somehow at the greenhouses we were Alf's friend is supposed to be here. Or there's supposed to be a message from him. Eric Whitaker. Eric's message for Alf. To Alf, Grendel's Head, Wyndham. I've heard you're looking for some valuable tools. My best price is £39 for 3 shipments. Okay, well, there he is. Alright, so I think what we'll do then, in that case, first of all, have I... Doesn't look like I can get up these hills. Hello? Shotgun ammo.
Bugger this. Oh, goodness for that.
Don't know what you were saying, who was saying that, but whatever. Rifle ammo and bread, huh? Well, actually, yeah, I'm not full health, so let's eat that. I don't think there's going to be anything up here. Love that we got 2 of our arrows refunded. Yeah, it seems like this is just sort of a natural partition. Okay, so let's... Actually, where I want to go next is the interchange. So let's go back to the interchange. I might be able to access through the protocol camp now without any issue. Which would be kind of nice. Yeah, I want to go back to the interchange now. We'll go back and pass that lead back off to Alf. before we... Okay, no, it is not going to let me just go in here. Okay. Yeah, so they are not going to let me just go in. Which is a shame, because that place was heavily fortified. Alright. I thought he said he was going to get me access. But apparently not. Okay. Well, we might be able to access...
Alert! A containment breach has been reported at the detention facility.
Maybe that only works if you haven't been through here and antagonized them before. Taking your butt to bed. Thanks, Plumberry Muffin. Appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Okay, we've already learned this. Yeah, consumables, skills. Was this one, I think.
There has been a Class 4 security breach at the detention facility. All escaped detainees should be tracked and contained using any means necessary.
Not this robot being alive again. Alright, we're gonna try to hide. Right? Try to hide here. There's a chance we just die here, but... Nope. Okay. It's fine. We're fine. Oh. Fuck. You guys are back. Oh. Rifle. Falkirk battle rifle. Let's see where the other one was. Yeah, got the same weapon as me. Okay, we're full up on rifle ammo, so that's kind of good. Pistol ammo. Definitely take that. Okay.
I know you're in somewhere.
Got my arrow back. Love that for me. So many of those. Okay. Alright, let's go up here. Put this in here. Got 3 med kits, so let's actually store 1 med kit. So we have one for later if we need. And then let's take a little break right here. When we come back, we're going to confront Dr. Joyce Tanner about Ilya, and we're going to go into the medical facility. And that should wrap up most of the interchange that we need to do for now. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes, and we'll do that.